Game of Life Training.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to another Drive at 5 live with Aaron David Spiegel with Game of Life Training. It's the training that they didn't give you in school. No jive. Today, I want to ask you a question. What if everything that you thought was wrong? All right, this is my deal today. First of all, I want to thank you for showing up. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, share this out to other people. While I got you, yeah, because everybody needs reminders every day, and that's kind of what we're doing. This is just a daily reminder, or maybe you've just come along and you're like, hey, I'm feeling stuck. I feel like I go in this rotation all the time. It's like, I don't know, what the hell is this life for? Or you do something, say you wanted to, I don't know, you were going to get in shape. This has happened to me so many times, but I mean, I kind of stay in shape these days, but let's just say you wanted to get in shape and you got all excited about it, you got all motivated, and then you started and then you stopped. And that's happened once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, whatever. It's happened. It's a repeat. It's a cycle. It's a loop. Yeah, I've been through that loop. And the thing about it is, there's only a couple ways you're going to get out of that. And there's a few ways, but repetition is the mother of skill. So you get better every time you try. Okay. So try and try again. Just because you tried something before and it didn't work, then doesn't mean it doesn't work. If it's worked for somebody, it can work for you. So yeah, try and try again. You might get a smack in the face from God, that says, hey, wake the F up because you're not taking care of yourself and now you need to change. Or you might be inspired to change on your own. You don't need a smack in the face. And you don't need to wait for a situation to come up. This is that situation. You have to decide today that I'm going to get in better shape. Let's use that as the example. It's always better. I mean, you can always get in better shape and you can always be a better person, right? So yeah, these are the things that I've practiced over time, but it really is a practice. There's another way that you're going to make that change, and that's by becoming aware in your mind and practicing in your mind what it looks like to be in better shape. Go further, you can practice it every day. You just write it down. I'm getting in better shape every day. Oh. So, yeah. I want to go over a few things with you on Chat GPT. I just asked for a breakdown of what happens or why people get stuck and what you can do to change that. So I'd like to go over that with you, if I may. So it says subconscious programming is the invisible chains, which basically it says 95% of your daily actions are unconscious habits. Unconscious habits. Your brain follows the patterns it was trained to repeat. And it says, example, if you grew up believing money is hard to earn, you will subconsciously sabotage financial success. And that happened to me for years of my life because I did grow up without any money. And I did grow up having to ask for the last of anything, having to ask to eat things in the house at all. Pretty much don't ask for anything at the store. We can't afford that. I got a lot of times I got, garage sales were my clothes for the most part. I don't think I ever really got new clothes. I mean, I think it happened once when I was on my birthday when I was like 5 or 4. But I'm just saying I never really got new stuff. I grew up from the time that you're taking everything in from 1 to 7, 0 to 7, and we were broke during that time. So it took a lot for me to get past that. I had to practice, practice, practice. And, finally, once it started working, or I started working, it started working for me. Once I was able to get my brain situated and get it straight. But that takes, some work. It takes some effort. It's practice. You got to do this stuff. That's why you're here, right? You're here because you're supposed to be here. Um, and then it says comfort zone addiction, essentially because you're comfortable, you're stuck. Your brain wants to make you comfortable. It says your brain is wired to keep you safe. Even negative situations can feel comfortable because they're familiar. So if you're in a situation with a relationship that you don't want to be in, and you hate the person but you don't want to, you can't break up with them, or you can't leave, or you can't change the situation because you're comfortable, because your body knows that, your brain just understands it. You have to kind of be able to break out of that. You have to be able to break that chain. You have to be able to break the cycle. And that's how you do it, is just by realizing right here, right now, this is it. You take a step and you're like, okay, I'm going to change this portion of my life, and I'm going to become aware of it right here, right now. Um, it says fear of failure is another reason. So basically, you're scared to fail, so you just stay where you are. Fear of looking stupid, making mistakes, or proving doubters right. Now, who gives a shit what anybody else thinks? Really, truly. If you know this stuff for yourself and you can see this and you can be, like, you can know that this stuff's coming, who cares what somebody else thinks? They are not living your life. It's only you living your life. You're the only one that you have to be happy with in your life. And most people aren't happy with themselves. So take a second, start making yourself happier. It's real easy. It's like the basic fundamentals. It's always the same. Exercise every day and feed your brain good stuff every day. Those are the two things that you got to do. If you do that, you'll stay on track. You'll be on track. You'll make it your track, and you'll go in a direction that you want to go. If you just do those two things, you exercise every day and you feed your mind good stuff every day. And what I mean by good stuff is you feed it visions of the things that you want. You feed it celebratory things. You feed it compliments. You feed it, attaboys. That's what you do. That's how you make those changes. Feed your brain every day, because the world is going to feed you a bunch of crap. It's going to feed you artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, and I mean this metaphorically as well, through the media. It's going to feed you all kinds of crap that you don't need, that you don't want, that's just filling your brain and having some effect on you. Why does it matter? Why does it matter? If you turned off the TV, you would find that there's nothing that you're missing in that world. You're not missing a thing. Your world is right there in that little bubble. You don't even need to know that stuff. Why don't you go visit out there sometime? See what the weather's like, plan your trip, whatever it is. But you don't have to stay in the world of media. It's a crazy world, and it's designed to keep you there. It's designed to keep you down. Says the identity trap. It says you act according to the identity you believe about yourself. So if you just think, this is ho hum, this is who I am, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want to voice that. There's nothing wrong with being who you are. There's nothing wrong with doing whatever you did. There's nothing wrong with not being where you want to be in your life. There's nothing wrong with you. That's the thing you have to understand. There's nothing wrong. It's all taking you till now. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now you have to decide what you want. See, you can visit a state. You can be in a state. You can be like a lazy, lethargic piece of crap for years. Trust me, I know. You can. And then you get bored or tired or frustrated with that state. You don't want to be there anymore. So you can switch. It's up to you. You're the only one that can do it. You're the only one that makes your choice. Nobody can say I am for you. Nobody. So the simple answer is, in order to unstick yourself, you have to do it. You have to do it. And it says break free. Here's the escape plan. Okay. Rewire your subconscious. Change the stories you tell yourself. Instead of saying, oh, I never go to the gym. I've heard people say, I'm not an athlete. Oh, I'm lazy. Oh, I'm out of shape. This is the stuff that they say, and they're saying these things. And when you say I'm out of shape, your brain says, yes, you are. When you say I'm lazy, your brain says, yes, you are. But when you say I'm getting in better shape, your brain says, yes, you are. And when you say I'm getting more motivated every day, your brain says, yes, you are. So you have to train your brain what you want. It's going to take the commands regardless of what they are. So that's why I said turn off the TV, because it's given all kinds of commands that are chaotic and unnecessary. You don't need that. And it says, if you believe you're bad with money or you're not lucky, you'll prove it true. Your brain will find what it needs to find in order to make that happen. It says the brain is a prediction machine. It seeks what it expects. So if you expect people to be good, they are. If you expect people to be bad, they are. I was thinking about this. If you're always bitching and moaning and complaining about something, and you think, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, then I don't know, when you get a flat tire, this is an example, you would think this sucks. This sucks. But if your perception is different and you think everything's happening for a reason, everything's always working out for you in magical ways, if you think these things, then when you get the flat tire, your brain's automatically going to look for the good in what happens as a result of it. And I got a flat tire, and it gave me the opportunity to call somebody that I wouldn't have called, and they came and helped. And it was just, I don't know, it was really a good experience after all. But if I would have been like, what the heck, this sucks, I may not have even thought to call the person. It may not have even been an option. I could have made it worse. I could have, got the flat tire, and then whatever the case might be. I don't know. But that's the point. You have to perceive. It says rewire your subconscious, change the stories you tell yourself, replace limiting beliefs with new ones. So instead of saying, I can't do it, you say I can do it with some effort. Or I can't, if there's a way to do it, I can learn the way to do it. Whatever it is that, makes you tick, can take you to the next. That's all we're trying to do here. Remind yourself, practice, say what it is that you want. And that's breaking free. Okay. That's how we break free. Unless you have one of those other situations where, all of a sudden you're trying to get in better, or you're not getting in better shape. You're lazy. And then all of a sudden, you go to the doctor and they say, well, look, you've got some terminal disease and it's going to kill you. And at that point, that's when you maybe change or try to stop or get in better shape, which you don't have to wait for that. You don't have to wait for that. Who you were is not who you have to be. Who you were raised to be, who you've been conditioned to be, is not who you have to be. But you do have to know that you can change. And you do have to know that it's up to you. And you do have to know that you have the power to change it by way of your words, your thoughts, your imaginal acts, the things that you think about regular. Instead of saying I'm bad with money, start saying I'm learning to manage my money wisely, more wisely even. Let's just go with that. It says replace limiting beliefs. Okay, so that's one example. Take uncomfortable action daily. Growth comes from small uncomfortable actions. Meaning, if you haven't seen the video on apple cider vinegar and cayenne pepper and the benefits of that, it's an uncomfortable action. Okay, if you drink a shot of cayenne or a shot of apple cider vinegar and a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and you do that once a day, or you take, break it down a little bit and do it 3 times over the day with meals, whatever. If you implement those things, into your life, you automatically your metabolism is going to go up, your blood pressure is going to go down, you're going to be healthier in general, you're going to eliminate disease uh, potential in the future just by that one little uncomfortable act. So it's compound those you go on top of. You do it again and you do it again and you do it again, and then you add something and you just get better. Okay, but you got to start where you are. If you fear public speaking, speak in a meeting. I did this for comedy. I did this because I was scared. I wanted to get on stage and I was scared to do it. And as a challenge to myself, I said, okay, I'm going to get up on stage and do a comedy set. And I did. And it was scary. I got drunk as could be. And, there are videos out there somewhere. You could probably locate them. It was at Go Bananas when I did it. And I did it a couple of times. I'm not proud. But yeah, I am proud though because I actually did it. I got past my fear. I studied it. It was a sense of accomplishment for myself. Um, and it was fun, you know? So, it was, just, again, an uncomfortable situation. And then train your brain to normalize new behavior, whatever it is for you. If you get in a habit of doing a daily walk every day, that's gonna be a new behavior, and that'll lead to, other things, just like the cayenne and vinegar, just like that. If you do that, it's gonna even if you just say, "I'm gonna drink more water today, I'm just gonna drink more water today." Today, I'm gonna drink more water, and then you drink some more water, and then tomorrow, say, "I'm gonna drink more water." The big key is to get unstuck, put it somewhere in front of your face, in front of your where you're gonna see it every day, ideally on your ceiling above your bed, so that when you go to bed, it's the last thing that you see at night. Excuse me, I'm only being partly sarcastic because why not? Whatever it takes to condition you, be eccentric, be weird, you know, um, but be consistent and be attentive. Pay attention. Pay attention to where you put your attention. Um, and it says upgrade your environment. Upgrade your environment, and that's essentially who you surround yourself with shapes your beliefs because you're going to pick up on their stuff. So until you get good enough to be around the layman, the commoner, until you're so secure in your own beliefs, you probably want to put yourself around other people that are lifting, that are thinking. And at any time you can do that. But um, you have to be exposed to that kind of new in order for you to move in that direction, right? If you're hanging out with the same people that have been losers around your life and you're a loser or you've been a loser and that's all you do is that one person or two people or five people or your family, whatever. If you're doing that and that's all, you have to go outside your zone there. Um, if your circle normalizes success, you will too. So you hang out with successful people. See, that means so much to so many different people. So that's a tough one. But if your goal is to make money, hang out with people that are making money. But see how, who knows? But if your goal is to be an author, hang out with other authors. If your goal is to be a painter, hang out, put yourself around that type of art kind of stuff. Um, and it says Jim Rohn. It says you are the average of the five people you spend the most time with. So, who are your five people? Who do you hang out with the most, and what are their attributes and what are their successes? Because then take a look at yourself. That's what you're doing, and that's okay if that's okay. But it's what you need to know. Be reminded. And then it says reprogram your identity. Start acting as if you already are the person you want to be, which is something that I say on a fairly regular basis, like every day, act as if it's already done. Ask with faith that it is done and it'll be given to you. And then it says, ask what would the successful version of me do in this moment? I saw this really cool thing the other day, and it was actually I was listening to it. It was a Neville Goddard, and it said that your alternate ego, no, alternate universe are reaching out to you. Your alternate personalities from separate universes are reaching out to you. And this gives you an example. The idea is that you go in and you explore the version of yourself that's already in living in an alternate universe. If you believe in, that whole everything's happening all the time, everywhere, somehow, some way, like then there's infinite versions of yourself, and they're already playing out the successful version of you, the healthy version of you, the um, whatever it is that you want, that version of you, if that's what you want. So you can communicate with those guys, say, "Hey, what's it look like for me to be in that kind of shape?" It's just a little trick of the brain. I mean, I've put it to use, I guess, not that kind of way, but I thought it was a cool way to look at it. And it says, ask, oh, okay. If you want to be fit, start acting like a fit person. Go for a walk, eat cleaner, think differently. And then it says, okay, guys, listen up. Write down one belief that has kept you stuck. Now rewrite it into an empowering belief for the next 7 days. Act like this new belief is already true. That's pretty cool. So maybe I'm gonna write one down that's kept me stuck. I don't know, because I don't feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I'm moving. So maybe I'll come up with something, and if I do, I can share that with you guys on another video later on. Or if I figure it out, I can put it down in the comments, and then we can see how it goes from there. Because we're on a journey here. This is our life, and this is just an experiment, and it's just a simulation. And you're here at the right time, and I'm here at the right time. We're crossing paths for some reason. So if you write this down, not if, just write this stuff down. Write down one thing that's been holding you back. Answer it as a empowering belief. Write it as an empowering belief. So if you say, I'm a piece of crap and I'm out of shape, start say, I am becoming in better shape every day. And then for the next 7 days, act like this is true. So, yeah, DM me your new belief, leave a comment. Let's hold each other accountable. This is just me practicing for a future episode. Um, yeah, DM me your new belief or leave a comment. Let's hold each other accountable. I think I'm gonna start doing some voice stuff. I know I'm going to start doing some voice stuff, and I'm gonna do some maybe less lives and more videos. I'm gonna put some videos together, but these lives to me are more about being able to go back and have reference back on the time, and also have future material, because there's some nuggets in here. If you can get past the ums and uhs and yeah, if you can get past that, then there's some real good nuggets in here, and different ones are going to have different things. I flow with the inspiration. That's how I roll. This is my world. This is how I like to roll in my world. So I'm encouraging you to create your own world. um and if you need help doing that for yourself, I help people do the I am statement. I can just help you put it together in a way that is effective, because you can actually screw it up, and you can be working towards something that you really don't think that about, and you're doing it wrong. So I can help you with that. If you're interested, feel free to call me 513-604-5621, or you can text me and just let me know that you're going to be calling. If you do call, text ahead, better chance I'll answer. um but aside from that, write the thing down, put it somewhere that you can see it, for the next 7 days. Practice, and until the next one, keep your head up, love your friends, love your neighbors, tell them you love them, make a phone call that you haven't talked to somebody in a while. um, Give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a treat, forgive yourself for being, that's huge. Just say it's okay, I'm okay, it's okay that I'm me, and from here on out I'm going to try to be better at, you know and I forgive myself for the stuff that happened when I was a kid, or I forgive myself for that thing that I did when I was a teenager, or I forgive myself for, things not turning out the way I planned at a time, because the thing is, it's such a crazy and fluid life. You never know what you're going to get, but your journey is amazing once you get to a point to appreciate it. So if you're feeling stuck right now, you can get past that. If you need any help, I'd love to help. Call me, text me, share this with a friend that needs a little bit of help. Um, Leave a comment below. And until the next time, make it your best day ever.